Young and Restless 2-week spoilers, August 3rd to 14th. Nick spirals out of control as Sally pleads. Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for August 3rd to 14th, 2026 bring drama with Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, off the rails while the family worries. Plus, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, is begging Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, for a deal that he may not like. Also, during the 2 weeks of August 3rd through the 14th, we've got 2 big exits, 1 new character in Genoa City, and 3 fan favorites return. Monday, August 3rd. Good news, the new co-head writers start to work on Monday. However, it's going to take many, many weeks for their work to start showing up on Young and the Restless. So don't complain yet. It looks like their new work may not show up till October. Nick is plagued by nightmares at rehab. He's having panic attacks and is regretting being in rehab. Meanwhile, Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, sneaks up and surprises Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, at work. The doctors and the court both approved Mariah's release, and she's already reunited with Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, and her daughter off-screen. Sharon asks Mariah if Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, and Devin Hamilton Winters, Brighton James, know that she's free, and Mariah thinks the court probably notified them. Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, shows up and gives Mariah a big hug. Sharon and Noah are stunned when Mariah compares herself to Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, as reformed criminals with psychological issues. Noah shuts that down and says Matt is a murderer. They tell her that Matt saved Nick's life when he overdosed, though. And then Noah drops the bomb that he and Sienna Bacall, Tamar Braun, are going to LA because they can't keep running into Matt. And Noah blames Victor Newman, Eric Braden, for keeping Matt in town and says he is finding someone to run the Genoa City shadow. Melody Thomas Scott is glad her vision is back, but she and Victor are worried about Nick struggling in rehab. And Victor talks to Nikki about work, but she just wants to forget it and take a trip to Italy. They joke about going soft in their old age, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, is thrilled that her parents are celebrating their fresh start. Later, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, runs into Victoria, and he's glad Nikki got her vision back, but is disgusted that she reunited with Victor. Kyle still wants payback on Victor, and Victoria asks Kyle for a truce, but he won't let it go. And Victoria worries that Victor will lash out, and then Nikki will dump him for good if Kyle doesn't drop it. Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, talk after Detective Burrow calls to tell Jack that Dr. Lawrence Markham, Jerry Burns, was arrested. He was hiding at the summer house that someone had mentioned. And Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, is in a high-security psychiatric hospital. Now, all of this happened off-screen. Very anticlimactic. Diane is thankful it's over, and she and Jack discuss Victor and revenge. But Jack doesn't want to get consumed with vengeance, and Diane wants to just let it go. But then Kyle arrives and tells them he is determined to make Victor pay. On Tuesday, August 4th, Victor gives Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, a painful reminder about his past. Victor is so awful to Billy. I do expect that Victor is making digs about Sally and her making a horrible choice to make a baby with Billy, and Victor may say nasty stuff about Adam getting Newman Media back from Sally trying to trigger Billy. Then, Victor puts Nikki's ring back on her finger this week, and Victor asks if Nikki will marry him again, and she says yes. She'd marry him 1,000 times over. They haven't hit 1,000 yet, but I think this may be marriage number 6. Victoria tries to keep things peaceful in the family. Could be because of Kyle's revenge plot. But on the other hand, the family may be blaming Victor for Noah leaving Genoa City because Victor had Matt living on the ranch. Nick is really struggling, tormented by ongoing nightmares, really struggling in rehab. And it looks like despite Sharon, Victor, and Nikki and the whole family wanting him to stay, Nick walks out soon. And on Wednesday, August 5th, we've got Victor and Nikki renewing their vows, likely with Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, as the officiant. So Nick is out of rehab, coming to the vow renewal, but he looks twitchy. However, he's dressed up nicely and asked Nikki if she's ready to be a bride again. So, I don't know if Nick's out of rehab on a day pass or he just flat checked out and then is misleading the family. Nikki and Victor pledge their love to each other again. They renew their vows at the ranch with guests on hand. Nick and Victoria are toasting Victor and Nikki. Nick is toasting with water, which is a positive sign even though drinking isn't his problem. We also have Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, Abby and Michael. They're toasting the happily reunited couple. And this vow renewal may be a standalone episode. Thursday, August 6th, we've got two big exits this week, Noah and Sienna. And they're gone. Really gone. Not just gone for a visit. I'm guessing their potential return will be in the hands of the new writers. That same day, Sally wants to broker a deal with Adam. And I'm wondering if Sally is begging Adam, trying to get him to have Victor lay off of Billy. She knows that this will trigger him and she doesn't want it. Sally and Billy also have an intense talk this week. Christine Blair Romalotti Lauralee Bell is shocked this week when Danny Romalotti Michael Damian says he is done touring and he is the new rock club manager at the Shadow Room. I think this means we'll be seeing more of them. And Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will drop in with Matt to make things awkward with Danny. Billy and Kane set their animosity aside for Jill Abbott, Jess Walton. She's hiding some kind of big secret. Billy first thought it was business related. I'm thinking that Jill might be sick. Friday, August 7th, Audra steers Billy in the right direction. And I'm sure this concerns Sally. Also this week, Kane and Matt are chatting at the GCAC bar. He already told Kane he's done working for Victor, but Matt told Victor he'll still target Kane for him. And on a different day this week, Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, talks to his new boss, Kane. Also at the GCAC bar, Matt meets Mariah. And this could be really difficult because of everything Matt has put her mom, Sharon, through over the years. But Mariah may think that Matt has truly changed. After all, Mariah knows exactly what it's like to battle demons after doing bad things. Victoria and Adam join forces to help Nick. He may not want to go back to rehab. They may have to force him or stage an intervention. And they could have done it at the vow renewal since the whole family was there, right? August 10th through the 14th. We're going to see Jade Harlow making her debut in a recurring role as Marie Kirkland. Her past is complicated and she wants to make a fresh start in Genoa City. I wonder if Nick runs into her at a meeting or rehab if his family gets him to go back. Danny serenades Christine with a brand new love song, and I'm guessing that happens at the Shadow Room. Kane and Lily mix business with pleasure. Sounds like more intimate time. Hopefully in a bed this time, and we won't just see them doing the deed on the couch. Devin and Abby turn a corner. Devin may be getting better about letting Abby in, and I'm sure that he and Mariah have lots to talk about. Devin may be angry that she's free so soon, and I'm sure Mariah wants to make peace with him and give Devin some peace of mind. Matt settles into life in Genoa City, unshackled by the limitations that Victor set on him. But we'll see if Victor pushes back on Matt. He and Phyllis get closer. I think they're going to get serious. They have fast track to shacking up at the GCC, so we'll find out what's next. Phyllis already offered Matt a job, and we'll see if he takes it. Mariah is readjusting to her new life out of the psychiatric hospital and on an even keel. Hopefully, we'll get to see Tessa and her daughter again soon. And we'll also see if Matt and Kane hatch a plan against Victor while he is away.